It looks funny. Very nice. It looks funny.
Your dick, it looks funny. Huh?
It tastes fun. How you say?
How you say?
Your your dick tastes funny.
Your dick tastes funny. No?
Oh,
all right.
Lord.
Now that we've made fools of ourselves. Oh yeah.
Heads or tails?
That's really loud, so I say heads because that's what I see. We're supposed to face the camera more. Don't forget. Your dick, it looks funny.
No?
No? Your dick looks funny.
My
no?
dick not look funny. My dick look normal. You look like a dick.
Your dick it tastes funny. No?
No. No, it don't taste funny. It tastes fine.
It tastes real good, no?
My dick tastes fine.
How do you say, gay?
Gay?
It tastes, gay. All right. Well, welcome to episode 3 of Jay and Mark. Now that we made complete fucking asses of ourselves.
Oh, Lord. I am Mark.
Every fucking time, dude. Every fucking time, dude. I am Mark, and this is Jay.
And I am Jay.
And this dick looks funny.
It does not look funny. My dick look normal.
No?
No, not funny. Normal. My dick look normal. My dick look huge.
Damn, man.
It's like there's like 10 cameras on it. It always looks bigger on film.
On film?
On the film.
No, you buy.
Oh no, Jesus not here.
It's the store brand, but it's just like Windex. Use it. No, it leave a film.
I fix later.
It leave a film. No, Windex.
Windex.
Anyway.
Alright.
Enough of that. People are gonna get really irritated. The guy.
I was just gonna say how shiny your desk was, and I thought I was looking at a reflection, but it's actually 2 lighters.
How you didn't notice that at first, I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, welcome to episode 3.
It looked funny. It looked funny. It didn't look normal. It looked funny, like your dick.
Wow. Looks funny, no?
No, it looked normal. It's average.
I wasn't convinced by that.
It's average. It's not funny.
He's Common, the rapper.
Common.
But no, get down to business. Welcome to episode 3.
We
apparently are Russian today, or whatever that sounds like. But yeah.
All right.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm doing well.
You are? Are you really?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying that.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry.
I'm doing well right now.
Who's Manuel? You're doing Manuel now.
I'm doing Manuel.
Manuel.
His dick look funny.
No.
His dick look very funny.
This just got really gay again.
He's a not normal dick.
This just got very, very gay again. Welcome to
the gay
show.
Podcast.
Hashtag dick looks funny now.
Dick look funny now.
Question mark, even though hashtags won't use question marks.
Yes. You look funny.
I think it's bullshit.
I think we should do the whole show in this voice.
No?
No.
No?
Yes.
Okay.
How you say yes?
How do you say faggot?
Faggot.
Just like that, man.
Just like
you
that.
did a really good job. Like, you don't need to do the how you say things.
You do it. You say it just like you do it. Just like you did it.
Just like You're sounding more and more like I can't remember what her name was, but the red-haired chick from Orange is the New Black.
Oh, from the cafeteria worker.
Yeah.
Her dick look funny.
Everybody calls her Mom. A lot of people call her Mom. I can't remember what they
call her
Red. They call her Red.
Yeah, I saw the first season of that show, but I've not seen no more after that.
The second and third are both pretty good.
Yeah, we need to finish watching that. I will tell Jennifer.
Are you really gonna do it in that voice the whole fucking time? Because that's gonna get monotonous and crazy.
It depends. Do you want me to, or I can stop?
I don't. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, keep going, or yeah, stop.
No, yeah. You probably should stop.
Okay. You have a great day. I will see you later. This was the Jay and Mark podcast. Just kidding. I'm still here.
No, I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just.
No, I know.
It's gonna be hard.
That's what she said.
To navigate around that. That's what she said.
That is what she said, no?
That's what Mom told me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So.
Today
is
September 13th.
That is correct.
Which is probably not the day that this will be out there.
No.
Which I've noticed with the past podcast. So I've thought about saying the date in the podcast just like I did. Just to specify what the day actually is. So there's not any, like, continuity fucking errors and shit.
Gotcha.
Because, like, I remember we talked about Michael Keaton's birthday on the last episode. I think that was this podcast. I said he turned 64. Yeah, it was the last episode of Jay and Mark, I believe.
Oh, I don't remember, but
and
I have a terrible memory, so...
The day the podcast came out, it was, like, the next day. It wasn't Michael Keaton's birthday, you know? Oh. But I guess, like, anybody that doesn't listen to it the day it would come out, you know what I mean? It would still be not his birthday, you know?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I know. Happy birthday to you, Michael Keaton.
Yes, last week.
Last week. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Your card is in the mail.
From Vladimir.
From Vlad. Vlad Masters.
Well, Vlad, are you a fucking Star Wars fan?
I do like Star Wars.
Yeah?
Yes, they're not yours or my wars, but they're there anyways.
They're in the stars.
They're up there in the stars, up in the outer spaces. Oh,
Disney's creating a Star Wars theme park.
Yeah?
Are you excited?
Can
you not fucking wait?
I'm fucking stoked.
I heard a rumor that they're gonna build a life-size Millennium Falcon that you can actually walk on.
That would be cool.
And like
that
walk
would
around.
Be cool.
Kind of like you know, like Swiss Family Robinson house and shit. How you can just walk up in the tree and see all the rooms and shit. And so I imagine that's what it'll be like.
That'd be pretty sweet.
There might be some like holographic things in there. Maybe you can play holographic chess with the different creatures and shit, you know?
That would be
somehow. Cool. That's wishful thinking. It's doubtful, but that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
But, no. I thought it was going to be a whole theme park, but I was informed that it was actually just... They're tearing down the Hollywood part of one of the parks. A part of the park that's, like, doesn't perform as well at all, and is kind of one of the lamest parts of the parks. They're tearing that down, they're building it there. Kind of like Universal Studios did with the Harry Potter world and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a part of the park, you know? Like Disney has like Toontown and fucking...
Right.
You know, Tomorrowland and shit. It's just going to be like Star Wars, whatever.
I think that'd be sweet.
And I mean, with as big as Star Wars is, they could eventually just build their own fucking Star Wars theme park.
Yeah, probably. No, I think that'd be pretty cool.
They're talking about doing a Marvel world as well.
That'd be cool too.
Which would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd pay to go to...
But it would mean you were losing, like, the Indiana Jones stage show and shit, which I guess isn't that cool anyway. That's been going for, like, probably, 20 years now, 15, 20 years now anyway.
Right.
But, I mean, a lot of stuff that can go will probably go because of it.
Well, you can only see something so many times before it gets old.
Yeah,
it'll be cool to see.
But shit like the Hall of
See,
Presidents and shit can constantly be updated every like 8 years.
Right.
So. Yeah.
No, that'd be cool. I'd pay to go see the Star Wars theme park.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that'd be cool.
I'd see a Marvel one too. I'd like to see Warner Brothers and Universal do like a fucking DC world. That'd be slick.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Gotham or Metropolis or fucking Star City or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd pay for that.
Hell yeah.
Buy a park hopper ticket.
Instead of having like fucking, you know,
Yeah.
cartoon characters and shit walking around, you could have like Batman and Superman walking around and we could duke it out.
Yeah. That'd be a cool stage
Then
show.
hug it
They
out.
should do a stage show for that.
Hmm.
Batman versus Superman.
That'd be cool, but it would be hard to pull off. 'Cause Superman flies and shit.
Well, Batman
Most of the
throws
time,
batarangs at him.
When it comes to stage shows, you definitely see wires and whatnot. Like, it would just be unbelievable.
That's like that Broadway. They were trying to do I don't know if they ever got it out or not. The Spider-Man on Broadway.
I don't think they ever did.
Yeah, apparently every time
There was always, like, problems. It was, like, cursed or whatever they said.
there was some crazy shit going on. I remember hearing.
Actually, a cry. People
Uh,
still say that.
I guess the guy that was playing Spider-Man fell like a bunch of times, and there was just
People
all
getting
kinds
concussions and injuries and shit.
just all kinds of ghostly shit going on.
Ooh, a ghost.
A ghost. A ghost. New season of Ghost Adventures started.
Ghost Adventures.
I love that show.
I don't really watch it too much.
Oh god, I love that show.
The dude that's fucking
I wanna be a
Zach
professional.
Bagans.
Yeah, he's kind of arrogant, but I like him.
Well,
A lot of people think he's
He's not really
That's
arrogant to me. I just think like he like gets off on that shit. He loves that shit.
Oh no, yeah.
And I think like a lot of people on those shows are not skeptical enough. Like that's why Ghost Hunters was kind of cool, but I feel like Ghost Hunters is fake as shit.
Well, Ghost Hunters, they never fucking found anything.
No, never.
Okay, and I've said this 1,000 times. The biggest difference for me anyway, why I like Ghost Adventures as opposed to Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
Ghost Adventures, Zach and those guys, when they find something, they show it to you right away. Ghost Hunters, you had to watch the whole fucking episode
Where nothing really happens.
to find out during the reveal that they didn't catch shit.
Yeah.
And you're like super disappointed because in
No.
the whole episode they're like, oh wait, we got to make sure we play that back and check this and blah blah blah, and then they go back at the very end and like the last 30 seconds of the episode and they're like, yeah, so we didn't find anything, so we don't think your place is haunted. And you're like, what the fuck did I just sit here an hour for?
Yeah,
and watch
just
this
show the
bullshit?
ones that have good shit.
Right. Oh man,
Like I remember, because I used to watch that shit with you guys back in the day, and there was an episode in which they went to this place, and the whole time the place was it was a hoax. Like, they had, like, this, like, one of the claims were that you'd see faces in the mirror looking at you in the bathrooms, and when they fucking went in there to investigate, it happened. But it was it was set up. When they pulled the fucking mirror off the wall and looked behind it, there was like a clear mask there,
right.
and like it lit up and shit. Like, this place was rigged for this stuff. Like, they found like, and it was so obvious too, because you know all those things you hear at Halloween and like those toys you used to get that if you threw them, yeah, that was like up in the
Above
drop
the ceiling tiles.
like just easy enough to just get up there, and they just reached up there and pulled it out. Like,
Right.
all this shit was rigged. Like, why did you even put that out there?
Right.
And they said,
don't
well,
know.
we put this out there so that fucking, so people could see that, like, people do this sort of thing. And I was like, yeah, that's fucking fine and dandy, but make it, like, put it on, like, a special, you know, where, like, this deleted scenes or unseen shit, which those things usually suck anyway, because that's why they didn't put it on the show to begin with, because
Right.
it really wasn't interesting. Or they're just holding out on you for that.
Right. Well, another thing too, and I was just looking it up because I couldn't remember the name of it, but when Jen's mom was out here visiting, we went to, it's in Trinway, Ohio. It's called Prospect Place. And that place was pretty cool. And we had, I think it was like $50 a person, and it was just her mom and I. And we went in there, to investigate because it's supposedly haunted. It was on Ghost Adventures, and Ghost Hunters did it too, and that place was super cool. As soon as you walked in, you just got this really weird, creepy feeling going in there, and that's something else too, where you might go in there and you'd feel something, and you might think you're hearing stuff, but you might not catch it on video or audio or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was a couple really cool things that happened out there. Well, we didn't actually catch anything. I know we didn't plan on talking about ghosts, but I'm going to tell you anyway because it was pretty cool. But we had just gotten there. My cell phone was full charge. My other camera was full charge. Everything had full charges on it. And we were waiting for the guy to meet us out at the door, so we just started walking around taking pictures of the outside. And the basement door on the outside was open, so we went down into the basement, and my cell phone immediately went dead. Like the battery just completely drained. And it like fucked up some of the pictures that I was trying to take as it was dying. And her mom was having the same problem. Our camera batteries were dying. We took like big packs of brand new batteries. All of our batteries kept dying. And we heard shit. We could hear shit. We actually went up to the 3rd floor of the building, and it was super fucking cool up there. But you could hear like it wasn't kind of like a whisper almost, but it was like a really loud whisper, and you couldn't hear, or you couldn't make out what it was saying or what, but it was like a, and we could hear it with our own ears, but we didn't get it on audio at all. We didn't get anything from
Okay, because I was going to say maybe that's just like white noise or something.
No,
like coming up
because we could hear it with our
machine.
I had my video camera, we had audio recorders, we had just all kinds of shit with us.
That's weird though, that you could hear it yourself, but you couldn't hear it on the.
Yeah, and you could hear it. I mean, we're standing up there in the doorway of the 3rd floor before, quite honestly, we got the balls to actually go in there because it freaked us out. And at first we thought it was an animal, but well, I don't know how you could get an animal way up there. I don't know, but it was still pretty fucking cool. So,
yeah, pretty
anyway.
fucking cool, man.
Yeah, but we couldn't get it on audio or anything. We didn't have a recording of it, but we heard it with our own ears. And then we heard, we hear like footsteps and stuff. And I think I sent you a picture. And
of a window, and it looked like there was a little girl in it.
Yeah, and the cool thing was there's a description on the doorway of each room telling you whose room that was, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that window was the window to the bedroom where the 3 little girls slept.
That's weird.
So it was, cool.
I remember the picture though, and like looking at it, like to me it looked like a reflection in the glass, but it definitely looked. It looked like a little girl in the window.
It did, and I think they call that matrixing.
Yeah.
But it was a cool picture to look at it and zoom in on it. It looked like a clear figure of a little girl.
No, it did.
But it could also be looked at as it could have been the reflection from something outside, because I took the picture from outside.
It looked like tree branches to me. Like the leaves were arranged in such a way that it looked like a black and white photo of a little girl. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. It was a cool picture, but yeah, depending on how you looked at it, it could have looked like the reflection of something, like you said, the tree branches, or it could have been a fucking little girl's ghost, which is what I want to believe it was, because I paid $50 to go spend the night in that place by myself.
No, I understand. I'm not trying to like dash your hopes. I'm just saying.
No, I know you're not, but
I'm skeptical about stuff like that.
Yeah, well, you kind of have to be going into it,
or else you're just gonna fucking fall for everything.
Right. Still a cool place.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've never been there, but I'm sure it is.
For our 4.5 listeners, I say half because, I don't know, there might be some little ones out there listening. Check out Prospect Place in Trinway, Ohio. Fucking sweet. And the guy, all the money he collects, the guy that owns it, he's using it to restore it. And it's turning out fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, but if it's restored, does it still have like value to be investigated or something like that? I guess it still would.
Well, yeah.
That'd probably create it more or whatever, because they say that
the place is like 150 years old or something. Damn. So he's literally, over the last however many years, he's been trying to restore everything back to like original.
Yeah.
Like all the woodwork he's, cleaning up, and because over the years it got painted and there's just years and years of paint all over the woodwork, and he's, trying to strip all that down and get it back to original, and things that may have rotted away or decayed or whatever. He's trying to restore all that, and it's turning out really nice.
No,
But
I bet.
but it's a cool place. So anyway, I don't know how we even got on that topic.
You
guess it
started
doesn't
talking
matter.
about Ghost Adventures.
Oh,
I don't know
love
how
that
we got
show.
there, though. I'm sure we'll know when we listen later.
Yeah. What's up, Zach? Whoop, whoop.
But no, Ghost Adventures I thought was cooler because I don't really like the people as much. Like I said, I felt like that guy. They were funnier. They were kind of cooler than the Ghost Hunters guys. The Ghost Hunters guys were older. But that dude just really got into that shit, and it was kind of amusing, but mostly just like, damn, dude, like, he'll believe anything, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the way they did the show was a lot more interesting than the way Ghost Hunters did it.
Right. Well, and like I said, he gets. Well, I don't know if I said that or not, but I'm gonna say it now.
Yeah.
He just okay, actually, I guess like you said, he just gets overly excited about the stuff, and then that gets the people watching more excited about it.
Yeah.
And then when they
Yeah.
play back audio that they caught, it's a lot cooler. And I like that they do it, throughout the show rather than at the end.
Well, we watched a few episodes. They put it on Netflix or whatever, and it was like it was another one of that bullshit that Netflix pulls all the time. But it's the Ghost Adventures collection. It's not every season or whatever, and which is probably better because they pick like the best ones, and that's one of those shows that like you're probably only really gonna want to see the best ones. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say about it. Son of a bitch, I hate that.
The best of Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, Netflix, we watched it, but I can't remember. I do that bullshit. But I don't know. Fuck it. Maybe I'll listen later and I'll inform us on the next episode.
I do
hate
that.
bullshit.
I do that all the time. I'll be mid sentence and forget what the fuck I'm talking about. Christy used to tell me that our sister's Christy. Christy used to tell me all the time that it's like the train kind of going off track, and then it pulls into the station, and then decides that it's done for the day, and then goes into its little garage, and then
Then it comes back
just-
later when you're
and then it's
not
just
around
done.
anybody you were talking about it with.
Right.
No, I understand.
So, what a train wreck.
Amy Schumer.
Joe Turno?
Joe Turno, shout out. But yeah. That bullshit.
Yeah, that bullshit.
Mm.
What, hey, what you reading?
Sorry, I'm being an asshole again. What is a male cow?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I actually have an explanation for that.
You what? That wasn't cheesy at all.
Yeah, kind of.
No, but I asked you earlier. Because we talked about it on the first episode. I believe it was the first episode of Madcast. It might be the upcoming episode, so spoiler alerts if it is. But
So
they talked about if they fucked a cheeseburger and it was from a male cow, would it be gay? And I said, well, isn't a male cow a bull? So do they make burger out of bull? And Jeff said, no, it's a steer. And I was like, no, I think a steer is just what a cow in general is. Because there's not female bulls.
No.
A bull is a male cow. A
Right.
cow is a female cow.
correct.
So, yeah, I was wondering. And I asked you about it earlier and you looked it up. And I kind of wanted to put it on the podcast so
Well,
it was out there.
what I got was
It's like
says
a follow-up.
right. While all
A
these
crossover,
words,
so to speak.
while all these words refer to bovine animals, generally called cows, An American English cow usually refers to the female of the species bull.
Okay.
Specifically to uncastrated male ox, usually for castrated male, and buffalo refers to an entirely different species of the American bison. So there you go.
There you have it.
There you have it.
Like,
Yeah.
and I wasn't trying to like prove anybody wrong or anything. It's just a question I've asked, and I figured, fuck it, I might as well put it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's kind of like a crossover
For
episode.
for those people that listen to
Madcast.
all the different podcasts
Yeah.
that are produced by Mr. Mark Thomas.
I also read, going back to Star Wars, that keeping up with the
Kardashian?
Disney slash Marvel tradition of the end credit sequence, because you know how Marvel puts like a scene after the credits that like leads into the next movie or whatever. I guess Star Wars supposedly, reportedly, is going to do the same thing. Now, they're saying that the hidden scene, the after credit sequence, will introduce you and be like a teaser for the Star Wars Rogue One, a Star Wars story TV show they're gonna do about like the X-wing pilots, and I guess it's going to take place 30 years prior, and it's going to tell you the story of how they stole the plans for the Death Star. Because you know how in the first Star Wars movie they destroyed the Death Star? And the way they knew how to destroy the Death Star was by stolen plans, stolen blueprints on the Death Star. This is going to be about that, how they stole the fucking... how they got to that point. It's going to take place like leading up in the... I guess. Supposedly.
So a prequel to...
Reportedly.
Another prequel.
Kind of, but it's gonna be based on like X-wing fighter pilots.
Oh,
the
that'll
ships that Luke flew in the movies when he joined the rebellion. But again, this is all reportedly, and it hasn't been proved. But it's usually when people report on these things, they report it's from websites that have been right in the past. And this is from a website called Schmoes Knows.
Schmoes Knows.
Or Schmoes Know.
Schmoes Know.
But, yeah, I thought that was interesting. I've also heard that Mads Mikkelsen, the guy who played Hannibal on the recently ended Hannibal TV series, is in it.
I didn't watch that show.
I like that guy. He's been in a few movies I've enjoyed. There's one called Valhalla Rising. It was about Vikings. He played a guy named One Eye. He had one eye. He was also in that movie King Arthur with Keira Knightley and Clive Davis or Clive Owen.
Keira Knightley. She's pretty.
She's a cutie pie.
She got a pretty mouth.
But yeah, that's interesting to me, because I'm a dork.
Nerd alert. Nerd alert. That's good. That's good stuff.
Was there anything you wanted to talk about this episode, sir?
No, not anything particular, or in particular, but taxes can suck a dick.
Taxes can suck a dick, you're right.
Yep. I don't want to say... Well, this will be on the internet, so I don't want to say what I'd like to say about the government, but...
You can say whatever the fuck you want. Nobody really listens anyway, and even if the government does listen, who gives a shit what we have to say, right?
Well, yeah. 30% of my paycheck in taxes can suck a dick.
I don't think that's anything the government hasn't heard before.
Yeah.
Or at least along those lines.
Okay. Well, government, you can suck a dick. I work hard for my money. I don't want to give you 30% of it. Cocksuckers.
Yeah.
All right. So.
That's all you have to say? You don't have a go fuck yourself? Is that your go fuck yourself?
You know it really grinds my gears?
Yeah, is that your go fuck yourself?
The government. The government grinds my fucking gears. When you make...
You can't say grind. This is your own thing. You gotta say go fuck yourself. That's your thing, remember?
You know what really makes me want to say go fuck yourself?
What?
Taxes.
Taxes?
Taxes and the government can go fuck themselves.
Agreed.
Yeah. It really grinds my gears.
All right, well, not even gonna dare to be different.
Like I said, I don't want to give exact numbers to everybody in, podcast land, but you make X amount of dollars, you're expecting, everyone knows you got to pay taxes, but when you get to a point that it puts you in a different tax bracket, that your taxes just go way the fuck through the roof. And, well, it's just fucking ridiculous.
No, because like you thought you were busting your ass and making an extra dollar, and they're really just taking it from you.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. If I worked half as hard and made what my paycheck actually ended up being,
yeah.
If I had only made that much, then my taxes would have been considerably lower. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
They would have been much lower. But instead, I busted balls and made a whole lot more than that, bumped me into a different tax bracket, and they took literally almost $1,000 out of my check just in taxes.
Damn. Now see, like, this is only a momentary bump. It's not like you're going to be making this the rest of the year or the rest of your time there.
Not unless
This is just like, I busted my ass and I made some extra dough, but really they're going to take like a shit ton of it, and why did I even bust my ass to begin with?
Right.
Yeah.
And at the same time, my job is saying, okay, well, you need to do this every fucking week. Okay, I'll do this every fucking week. But you know what? Why don't you pay me something under the table then?
Yeah,
because
or give me a fucking raise.
Right, because I'm not going to give almost $700 fucking dollars to the government every fucking week in taxes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Wow, yeah. So, that said, go fuck yourself. Oh,
go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Obama.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, yeah, like I said, I don't think Obama's listening. And even if he was, who gives a fuck what we have to say, right?
Right. We're just a couple kids from Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, and it's for the most part.
Yeah.
We're from Canton, Ohio.
Yeah. I think all the white people should go out and riot in the streets.
Oh shit!
And
getting racial.
And start flipping over cars and
burning
shit.
Because taxes.
Because of taxes. Yeah. The police do their job and shoot a bad guy, and everyone wants to go out and fucking riot.
Green lives matter.
That's right. All lives matter.
Greenbacks matter.
All lives matter.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. One thing I agree with Trump on. Except for Mexicans. He don't like Mexicans.
Yeah, he doesn't agree on
I like
that
Mexicans.
Front. No, Mexicans are good peeps.
Yeah. All lives matter. So, I feel like I got fucked over by the government. So I think that all white people should go out and protest. Flip over cars. Burn buildings.
Go out and protest.
Yes. Burn buildings and loot.
And
steal
Jesus.
some
Are you
TVs.
inciting a riot right now?
I am. Steal
Wow.
some TVs.
Wow, I just want to go on the record and say I am not for any of this.
I am. I want everybody to riot because the government fucked me.
All right, well, I hope, and I'd like to believe.
But be nice to the police. They're just doing their fucking jobs.
Well,
If you
I
want to
hope,
be a bad guy, expect to get shot. That's all I'm saying.
again,
If you don't want to get shot, when the cop says stop, you fucking stop.
no, I mean, yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone.
You break into somebody's house and that person says, don't break into my house or I'm going to shoot you, and they come in anyway, you're going to get fucking shot. The
Yeah.
cops tell you, hey, don't fucking do that. Freeze. Bang, bang.
I don't know. I don't agree with that at all. Honestly, like, I don't think
Well,
people
I don't
should
wanna
get
see-
shot
I don't
for
wanna see-
little stupid things all the time.
No,
It's
I don't
dumb.
want to see anybody get shot. I'm just saying. There's fucking rules for a reason.
No, I understand, but you're also not allowed to just shoot people for tiny reasons.
Well,
Like, the only
no.
reason you should shoot people is if that person is physically harming somebody or trying to physically harm somebody.
Well, you're probably right.
I'm pretty sure I am there, in that case anyway.
Yeah. No, I don't want to see anybody get shot. So,
Yeah, because, like,
so if
yeah,
the police tell you to do something, fucking do it.
unless they're being fucking extremely unreasonable.
Right.
But I saw a
Yeah,
video the
I
other day
suppose.
of a guy went into a police station, did nothing wrong, and this dude pretty much just stood and, like, slammed his knee down on this dude's neck the whole time and just fucking killed the dude. Dude just stopped breathing, suffocated him and shit.
That was in a bus station, wasn't
That
it?
was in a police station, I thought, because he went in there for help. He was saying he needed help or whatever.
No. I saw that same video. It was in a...
Like, the
it was like a
dude's brother
bus-
was narrating the whole time,
Yeah.
getting really emotional.
Yeah, it was like a bus station or a train station or something. It wasn't a police station.
So they were just like security guards or something?
Well, it was the security guards that were there that were trying to stop him, and then there was police outside. And then there's those two women that ran outside. And then, like, 3 or 4 cops ended up coming in. And they all tackled him and threw him to the ground. And you're right, the one cop put his knee
The
down
dude
on his
didn't even
head.
do anything.
Right, he was looking for help, and they
Yeah.
fucking killed him.
Yeah, like, dude just went in there for help and he ended up fucking dying. And the dude that fucking killed him was just on his fucking phone the whole time. Wasn't even paying attention. Like, this dude, like, fucking...
Yeah, he got up and started texting or whatever. He's doing the thumb
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like
And
he's
when
texting.
he was like, oh, well, I guess I killed him. Like, he even did that motion and everything. And the dude, like, the one cop was like, dude, go to the fucking back. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
So at least they, like, noticed that it was that dumb fucker's fault, whoever he was. But, I mean, shit like that's ridiculous.
Okay,
Like, this
so-
is them not training people, or them letting people have these jobs that they are in no way fit to fucking have.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Mentally and training-wise. Like, obviously, they have no idea what they're fucking doing.
I saw another video of a woman, and this was in a police station, where she was in handcuffs, and I don't remember. No, she wasn't sitting, but he had motioned for her to sit down, and she didn't sit down right away. So he like grabbed her and pushed her down into the chair.
Yeah.
And when she went back, her leg came up, and it looked like the girl kicked him, but the girl, sorry, the girl went back in her seat, and when she went back, her leg came up like it kicked the guy, and I mean, if I were the cop, I might think, okay, yeah, she just kicked me. But at the same time, watching the video, it could kind of go either way. But it looked more like when she fell back into the chair, her leg just came up out from underneath her, and she did kick him.
Yeah.
But it looked more like an accident. And he grabbed a hold of her and slammed her to the ground, knocked her teeth out. She's laying there
Jesus.
fucking bleeding. And then he sits up and he's going, you know, waving his hands in the air like, why the fuck did you do that? Or whatever it was he was saying.
Yeah.
There was no audio. But, yeah,
Well-
I agree. There's a lot of bad cops out there that shouldn't be cops.
Regardless of whether or not she kicked him on purpose or accident, he should not. That is not the way he should have reacted at all. He's a
Exactly.
police officer. He's supposed to keep his composure. He was supposed to take that like a fucking man. Like, there could be a guy screaming in your fucking face. It is your job to protect those motherfuckers, not to hurt them. Like, this guy could be the biggest fucking dickhead in the world, asking for it. Just asking for it. You do not fuck those people up unless they are physically trying to fuck you up.
Right.
That was like, that's ridiculous. Regardless, like, even if, and I know I said in case they were trying to fuck you up, but like that girl, she could have or could have not been doing it, but like, right there, it's not like she was attacking him or something. And
No,
like,
she was in handcuffs.
not only that, but he was like pushing her back and throwing her shit. Apparently, I haven't seen the video, but that's what he
Yeah,
said.
it's a pretty intense video, and it's not very long, but she was. I mean, she had her hands behind her back. She was in handcuffs.
Yeah,
and
she's detained. If they're
Right.
detained, by no means are you supposed to.
Right.
There's no excuse for that.
Right.
Shit.
Well, you could see in the video, like she's got the handcuffs. Her hands are behind her back, and he like takes his hand and motions, sit down.
Yeah.
And she didn't sit down right away. I don't know if that's what he said because there's no audio, but he motioned to the seat like he wanted her to sit down, and she didn't sit down right away. So he literally just grabbed her from, wherever, pushed her down, pushed her down into the seat so hard that her legs came up from underneath her.
Yeah.
And yeah,
which is a natural motion to do when.
And it was clear that she did kick him, but it wasn't clear that she kicked him on purpose.
Yes.
And he freaked the fuck out.
That dude has like some anger issues.
Yeah, grabbed a hold of her and just slammed her face first right into the fucking tile floor.
He probably got him in a ball. It hurts. That shit hurts. I've been kicked in the nuts. I've been hurt. It doesn't have to be in the nuts. I've been hurt, and it hurt so bad that I got physically, like I wanted to be physically violent afterwards because it hurt so bad. Like, my anger just shot up.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But in the video, it wasn't in the nuts. It was, like, right in his leg, like in his shin.
Yeah.
And he just flipped the fuck out and slammed her face right into the ground.
That was some anger issue right there on his behalf. Because even, like I said, even if she did kick him on purpose, which she probably didn't, but even if she did, like, he's a police officer and he's supposed to keep his fucking composure.
Agreed.
And like, I'm not saying the police officers are bad. There are a lot of good police officers out there, but you're not gonna see those videos. It doesn't matter if you see those videos. We're still seeing the bad fucking videos,
right.
And that shit is happening way fucking more than it should,
way too much,
if at all.
Right.
So it's a problem. And it needs to be fixed regardless of what anybody has to say about it. These things are happening, and they're not supposed to be happening. I saw a fucking video of a guy, all he did was walk into his doorway holding a screwdriver. And not only that, but the guy was mentally handicapped. Like, they came to this house, and they're all wearing fucking body cameras, too. Like,
the cops?
Like, they're putting themselves in these videos online situations. Yeah, like the cops are wearing fucking like GoPros and shit on themselves now. Like the guy that shot that dude in the car or whatever just because the guy was like trying to start up his car and pull away, he had a body cam on. Yeah. But anyway, these two cops went to this fucking house. This old lady answers the door. She's probably doesn't even know why the cops are there. I don't even remember why the cops were there. It was I think somebody called about like yelling or something, I don't know, but it seemed like nothing was going on in the video. The old lady came to the door and she was like, I don't remember what she said, but like the son just like any son would fucking walk up behind his mom, his old mom or his grandma or whatever, and come to the door to see what's going on with the cops. Like, why are the cops here? And he's just holding the screwdriver like he was fixing something for his mom or something. And like I said, they said the guy was mentally handicapped too. So like, he just walked up to the door and the cops immediately pulled out their guns, pointed it at him and said, drop the screwdriver, drop the screwdriver. And before he could even fucking realize what's going on or even drop the screwdriver, they just fucking shoot him like so many fucking times. And the dude dies right there in his fucking driveway.
Wow.
Just for walking up to his door to see why the cops are there holding a screwdriver.
Wow.
Not like this or like this. Well, nobody listening, but like not in a fucking like violent or like threatening way. Just walking up to the door like why the fucking like anybody would.
Right.
That was in the middle of tightening a screw on the doorknob or something. You know what? Putting the door up on the closet for mom.
Right.
Fixing a cupboard. Yeah, anything.
Well, like you said, there's...
Boom, you're dead because you walked up to the door to see why the cops are there.
There's a lot of bad cops out there that shouldn't be cops. But, again, there's a lot of really good cops.
No.
There's more good cops than there are bad cops. And
there's good cops and there's bad cops. And whether or not they're there, there's still problems with, there's cops out there that should not be fucking cops or
Right.
need some extreme retraining
Or therapy.
for their anger issues or whatever. They're short patience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do know what you mean.
But
It's
yeah,
sad, and it's only getting worse.
no, for sure. Regardless, it's a problem.
But the
and
government's
something
still
needs to be
fucking me
done
over
about
on my taxes, and I still think the white people should riot. It's only fair.
Again, I just want to say, did I kill you?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Again, I just want to say that on the record that he is stating these things and I am not. I in no way am down for this.
And for those of you just tuning in, I am Mark.
Oh, Jesus Christ. J-Bus. I really need to stop with that headphone bullshit.
No, I'm just a little upset.
No, I can understand, sir.
And I do think that everyone should riot.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No.
No, I think that everyone should riot.
Again,
What the fuck?
I don't agree.
What the fuck, Doug?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We haven't had a Doug episode in a while. I'm hoping to get one of those done soon.
Where the fuck is Doug?
Where the fuck, Doug? Where the fuck you be, Doug?
Where the fuck you be, Doug?
Where the fuck you be, Doug?
Where the fug? All right, so
Now, tell me your tales, sir.
Tails.
You also need to speak into the microphone.
Tales from the crypt.
That wasn't bad.
I don't know. I don't have any tales.
DuckTales. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh.
I'm gonna try and crack this
Tailspin.
other can open without it being too loud. Maybe I should turn off my mic.
Tailspin. Oh yeah. I think that's how it goes.
These new mics are fantastic.
Yeah, they are good.
I
They
turned
were
mine
a
off.
Good choice.
I turned mine off so I could open this can, and
You still heard it through mine.
I heard it through yours, and it was still loud.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
sorry about that. Oh, so tales.
Nothing new.
No, not really.
Nothing new in Jay's world.
No, not really.
Oh, shit.
I will say if anybody's looking for an ADT alarm system, you can call 330-904-2386.
Wow.
What?
Putting your number out there, you're gonna get prank calls if any mischievous person is watching.
No. Don't prank call me.
Yeah, that's really gonna stop them.
I actually gave a mom's phone number because it's almost the same as mine. So prank call my mom.
Okay.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do that to her.
No.
But
That would be terrible.
yeah.
Especially,
Would that be considered a shameless plug for myself?
I guess. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, not really, because really no one's watching, so there's no shame there.
Yeah. Well, good. So if anybody out there is looking for an ADT home security system, we're currently offering free installation with an indoor camera, $57.99 a month.
Jesus. ADT.
Give me a call. Give me a call. 330-904-2386.
You know who Sean Bean is?
He was Ned Stark.
Yes. He was.
You know how I know that?
No spoilers.
Because you told me that a little over an hour ago.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what about Ava Green, the chick from Camelot? She's also in the most recent Sin City.
Mm-hmm.
She's on Penny Dreadful as well. I don't know if you watched that show.
No.
But I haven't seen the second season, but I've seen the first, and I enjoy it. I'll catch up eventually. But they're reporting that Sean Bean and Ava Green are up for the roles of Ares and Circe, the Greek mythological characters, I guess. I don't know Um, to be Wonder Woman's foes in the Wonder Woman movie.
Oh.
Sean Bean and Ava Green to be Ares and Cersei.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got $20 on Sean Bean's character dying because Sean. Spoiler alert for. I haven't seen every Sean Bean movie, but he fucking dies in everything. Guy fucking dies in everything.
Yeah. Well.
I'm pretty sure he even fucking died at the end of National Treasure. Wasn't he the villain? One of the villains in one of the National Treasure movies? I think it was the first one. Pretty sure he dies at the end of that movie too.
I don't remember much about that movie.
You know what it is though, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
They weren't bad movies, honestly.
No, they were good movies. I'm not a... Well, I like Nicolas Cage. I'm not a big fan of his stuff, though, because... Well, I don't want to get into a big, long thing about actors that I don't like again, but...
Yeah, it's interesting, it's interesting.
All of his characters just seem the same to me. They're just under a different name.
Nicolas Cage, pretty much, they're all like Nicolas Cage. That's like how I felt about when I first heard that Nicolas Cage was going to play Superman in a Tim Burton Superman movie.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's terrible. That's really terrible. But the more I heard about it, and I watched a documentary that recently came out called The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened? And Tim Burton was in it, Kevin Smith was in it. Kevin Smith wrote the original script for that movie.
Did you...
But,
well, go ahead.
That documentary changed my outlook on it. I kind of wish that movie was made now. Because there was 3 attempts that Tim Burton and Nic Cage tried to make that movie, and by the 3rd attempt, the movie was actually sounding pretty fucking cool. As weird as it was a very, very different Superman idea.
Mm-hmm.
But as weird as it was, it actually didn't sound so shitty. Like, I kind of wanted to see it by that point.
Right. I want to make sure that I have it correct before I say anything, so I'm going to look it up. But, speaking of Nicolas Cage, did you know he spent... And like I said, I really like Nicolas Cage, but I don't. I'm not a big fan of his movies, just because he plays all the characters basically the exact same. But did you know that he owns a dinosaur skull?
He still owns a dinosaur skull?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to find it real quick.
He's gone bankrupt or lost like a shit ton of money because of that divorce.
Well,
what's her nuts?
Yeah, I was reading the other day celebrity net worths, and he was on there. And where's it at? He spent. Where's it at?
Dinosaur skull?
Yeah, it's like a... Where the hell is it? I don't know. I don't know how old this dinosaur skull was. But he outbid Leonardo DiCaprio and somebody else to buy this dinosaur skull for... It was like $300,000 that he spent on this dinosaur skull. I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but that's a shit ton of money to spend on it. I mean, that's kind of an investment.
What the fuck are you going to do with it?
Yeah, but I mean, it is kind of an investment. Like, that's always going to be valued. The only way it wouldn't be is if you destroyed it, and even then you could probably still get a decent, like, for us, a decent amount of money out of it.
Yeah, it was like...
But I doubt he still has it.
It was like $270,000 or something like that.
He might have sold it to fucking Leo DiCaprio. Or Susan Sarandon or whoever fucking else.
I don't know.
But that's nuts. But no, he's a broke bitch these days. That's why he was in the fucking...
Well, he filed... I remember reading, he filed bankruptcy not too long ago. But apparently he's one of them people, he loves to spend money on just... shit that he just doesn't need. No,
dude, he's a huge comic book fan, and he had a huge collection, and he sold a lot of it off. Well, when he fucking was going broke.
What I was reading just the other day, he's worth right now, I think it was like $25 million is what he's worth right now. That's what he's got.
And like assets and like
between
everything.
Between like his bank account, his houses, his net
entire network of money.
Yeah, the dude is worth like $25 million.
Jesus.
But they're saying that that's like really low for him being, or because of the fact that however many years ago, like 5, 10 years ago, whatever it was, he was one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood, and he was getting like $40 million per movie that he was making.
I believe it, dude. He was in some. He is a really good actor. He's just the shit he's doing lately just sucks. But like he was in a lot of fucking good movies, a lot of good movies.
And that's why I said I like him. And you're right, he was in a lot of good movies. But I don't
fucking Raising Arizona. Man.
Like watching National Treasure. I mean, he played, well, just his character. His character was like basically every other character that he ever plays. It's always the same fucking person.
Yeah, he's Nic Cage.
I mean, yeah, he might be playing a different character with
These
a different
days,
name,
for sure.
and has a different name. He's playing a different part, but he's still all of his characters are just the same fucking person.
No, I got you.
I don't really know how to say.
Well,
it
even if because he's been doing like a lot of like sci-fi and fantasy movies lately, especially like medieval type fantasy movies, and like it's just fucking Nicolas Cage in like armor or fucking the middle
or on a motorcycle with a flaming skull. Still Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, those movies weren't great, but
those movies fucking sucked.
But I haven't even really watched. Like I saw that. I don't remember much about it, but I saw that movie he did with Jay Baruchel, the Sorcerer's Apprentice. It was like a live action adaptation of that Mickey Mouse shit.
I didn't see that.
But that shit was. I didn't like it. From what I heard, though, it did decent at the box office. But like, I was just like, fucking Nicolas Cage, man. Like, it wasn't. He's not convincing with that shit. Like, I just see Nicolas Cage because he is the same in like every role, pretty much. That's not good for your career,
right,
Mr. Cage.
Well, okay. Here's an example. It just popped into my head.
Dare to be different.
Think of somebody that's just a phenomenal actor, and off the top of my head, I'm just gonna throw out like Johnny Depp. Okay. The dude, he's just every character he plays, he becomes that person, and you believe that he's fucking Captain Jack, or you believe that he's that horror story writer that is seeing his character basically coming after him.
Yeah.
He becomes his character, and it gets to a point where you don't even see Johnny Depp. You see this character.
Kinda. I still see Johnny Depp.
I fucking love Johnny Depp.
I do have to say though, like, and I'm gonna say something after this too to redeem myself, but I feel like Johnny Depp lately kinda hasn't been that way. Like, I see Jack Sparrow in a lot of his characters, or I see Willy Wonka or the Mad Hatter.
I loved that movie.
I didn't at all.
I don't know. I love Johnny Depp. I think he's a fantastic.
I didn't enjoy the Chocolate Factory remake, but
don't you touch that squirrel's nuts.
But I mean, it was still Johnny Depp. He did a good job of what it was. I just didn't like it. He seemed like a fucking child molester. Like, he did.
Well, think of the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He was a fucking weirdo too.
Now, to me, he seemed like a fucking serial killer. Like, that whole movie, if you look at it, he was fucking killing those kids, man.
Right, and that's not weird?
He wasn't surprised by any of that shit.
Well, that's true.
Not only that, but if you look at theories and shit, that crashing through that glass and that glass elevator would have fucking killed all of those motherfuckers. He was suicidal too, man. Yeah. But anyway, Johnny Depp, his characters were kind of all just like blending together for me there for a little while. But he's got a movie coming out, and there's a few people that are gonna laugh when I talk about this, and it's an inside joke. But I'm gonna leave it at that, so nobody wonders. But Black Mass looks really fucking good, and he plays a guy named something Bulger or something. I can't remember, but he's a real guy, Whitey Bulger. He's like one of America's most notorious gangsters, and dude, he looks fucking terrifying. Like, this movie is ridiculous, and I read an article, and this is somebody else's opinion, so remember this when I say this. But people who saw the movie are saying that it is Johnny Depp's best performance of his career.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I will be watching that.
Also, I must say that when it comes to all his characters blending together, one of my favorite, most recent of Johnny Depp's characters are
The Secret Window. That's the movie. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's I couldn't remember, but yeah. But one of my favorite, most recent of his characters is fucking Detective Guy Lapointe from Kevin Smith's fucking Canadian horror franchise. Tusk is the only one I've seen him in. Johnny Depp is this character, but he's in the next two as well. Yoga Hosers and Moose Jaws are the next two ones he's going to be in. But he plays a French Canadian.
Yoga Hoser sounds like porn.
A little bit. It's about his teenage daughter and her friend, about teenagers, so that's kind of weird. But
porn.
He plays a French detective or a French Canadian detective named Guy Lapointe, and he talks with like a French Canadian accent, and it's fucking great. People love it or they hate it, but I fucking loved it. Yeah. That movie Tusk is really good. I recommend Tusk. The fucking Walrus movie.
Do you have it?
Walrus. Yes. I do. It's right there.
You might let me borrow it?
If you want, as long as I get it back, because I don't like letting people borrow shit, because I never get it back.
You'll see me next weekend.
That's true. But no, I recommend that. And Johnny Depp, I am a fan. But
Leonardo
for a while
DiCaprio, he's another fantastic actor.
They were all blended together. But yes, I like Leonardo DiCaprio as well, which I just recently watched Wolf of Wall Street, and that movie is fucking great.
Isn't it? I love that fucking
Jonah
movie.
Hill did a fucking great job, too, in that movie.
You show me a fucking check for $270,000, I'll quit my job, come work for you right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the chick that's playing Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad.
Jonah Hill?
No, fucking Margot Robbie, the blonde chick that he leaves his wife for in the movie. Spoiler alert. That's fucking Harley Quinn.
Oh my.
But with all that said, I believe we are reaching the end, sir.
Yes, I gotta piss.
I can see it. You're getting antsy.
I am getting antsy. I gotta piss really bad.
But again,
I am Mark. I am Jay.
This is Jay, and I am Mark. And until next time, motherfuckers.
Stay classy, San Diego.